Hey guys, welcome to your love reading. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What messages do you have for the collective when it comes to love and romance? Somebody is really in their head right now about needing to speak up. That's coming in very heavy, as well as a spiritual bath and return to sender. Okay. For some of you, there's somebody here where they were playing this cat and mouse game, this Tom and Jerry, and it's all fun and games until the shoe is reversed, I feel like. Something may be very significant about Friday coming up, this Friday, last Friday, Good Friday. Blueberries, bluebirds, anything blue is definitely coming in here, as well as protection with the evil eye. So for some of you, there's something that your person really does want to open up and talk about. And I feel like they want to apologize for running away from your connection. This is somebody that pulled away, but when they pulled away, it's almost like they went through this loop. And I feel like for you, you were someone where you were like, look, I would rather be who I am through and through than to lie and pretend to be somebody that I'm not. And I feel like when you said this, what you were letting this person know is, I don't care about perfection. What I care about is the truth. Gemini, Virgo energy is coming in here. I even get that there could possibly be some type of uncomfortable conversation coming in, because this is really about balancing out the throat. Blue lapis lazuli may be very significant here. Yeah, I mean, I think you have somebody that feels like they owe you an apology. They're sorry. For some of you, there's somebody here that should have protected you, and instead of protecting you, it's almost like they did the opposite. Ruben, he has a song called Sorry, 2004. Look that up. There was somebody here that was definitely in this Four of Pentacles energy of wanting to have their cake and eat it too. This is somebody that was being very selfish. And I feel like for a lot of you, all you really asked this person for was a level of loyalty. And I just feel like for some of you, this person was really trying to understand whether or not you were who you said you were. This is really coming in over this love over logic type of energy, because I think what you don't realize is that you and this person, you've created this very beautiful, lasting bond. And possibly even from your perspective, that's why you were always very authentic when it came to love, when it came to relationships. And by you being authentic in your own, that has shifted this person where they feel like they no longer need to be accepted by everybody, but it's more so of an understanding that some things are better left unsaid. Because this person is really tired of being stuck and stagnant. By the way, this is the Junkie deck, Volume 1 and Volume 2 by Mystic Beauty, Cosmic Royal Family. Her cards are amazing, and she's a beautiful person. So I'll include all that info in the description where you guys can find her. But it feels like this person also was playing a lot of games. And you could have even viewed them as, why are you playing games with my loyalty, right? I even feel like with this person, they could have dealt with a lot of very codependent relationships or codependent type of energy. So when it came to you, they could have tried to approach the situation the same way that they always do, and it just didn't work out because your energy is completely different. I feel like there is this person with this love and logic. It's like they're really trying to come in here and balance out the need for you, but also the want, because this person wants you, but they also feel like they need you. So that's something that I feel like possibly bothers them. And I also think too, this is about the approach. Somebody kept trying the same approach over and over again. Like for some of you, you could speak your mind. Your person could say, I'm sorry. You would think like, okay, we're on the same page, we're moving forward. And then all of a sudden you're back to this Candyland game where you're trying to make a decision. Are you going to go up this slide or are you going to fall back? Because I just keep getting over and over and over again that for some reason you're dealing with somebody that's very stubborn and wasn't learning. Something here about wasn't learning from the outcome, that something you had to change, and by changing, what you've done is you've added value or you've gained a level of insight, and it's made this person see something in particular. Karmic child is in reverse and the devil. There's a lot of toxic attachments here as well. For some of you, there could have been a child that was a toxic attachment to this person. This could be somebody that had a child so that there was a lot of control, or they were controlled as a child. I feel like this person also has somebody around them that's a very negative energy. They also could have been worried about whether or not your loyalty was you being loyal, or was it just you trying to control the situation. I don't know why, but I feel like with this person, they spent a lot of time feeling as though somebody here spent a lot of time making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And because of that, what it did is it limited their personal beliefs on speaking their truth, on being authentically them, but it also deterred any type of development moving forward. So it's like this person kept making the same mistakes, but doing the same mistakes over because they didn't really process what was causing it. See, that's why there is a significant imbalance, because when you had to establish boundaries with this person, it's like you were done playing the games of relationship and commitment. For you, it was you were learning to say, this is a boundary, this is what I'm going to deal with, this is what I'm not. I feel like this person was upset though. For some of you, it's like they felt like you were trying to control them. For some of you, this person is really worried about you leaving them behind. Goodbyes are not forever. Goodbyes are not the end. They simply mean I'll miss you until we see again. This person is really, really worried about you leaving them behind. Because the saddest part about this is you and this person really have true love with one another. And I also am getting too, so I'm going to take some of these cards out. I feel like the thing that you may or may not realize about this person is that you are always this star in their eye. You could be an Aquarius, you could be a Capricorn, Gemini, I keep getting Taurus too, ironically, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio. But it's something here about this person realizing, and even for some of you, whether you have makeup on, you don't have makeup on, whether you have a haircut or you don't have a haircut, men, it's like this person is realizing that no matter what, you shine so brightly and that nobody could ever be you. And it's something, even if this person has known you for a really long time, it's like they're even acknowledging here, like you look exactly the same. Or somebody said this one time about my mom when my mom was like in her like late 40s. He was like, your mom, she's like wine, fine wine. She just gets better over time. And it was weird because when I looked at my mom, he was right. It was like she progressively, like her beauty increased the older she got. So it's something here, whether it's you being attractive, your person being attractive, somebody loves your lips and your eyebrows possibly, or your eyes. But it's something about the fact that even though you were a star to this person, you were always very loyal to them. And I feel like you gave them a lot of wisdom, or there was a lot of insight. This insight could have even been you having patience for them, because you already knew deep down who this person was for you. Even in the moments where you and this person were not in communication, were in communication, subconsciously you had the foresight, subconsciously you had the discernment to see this person is along my path for a reason. I feel differently about this person to a point where I can't put my finger on it, to a point where I see them and it's euphoria, and then the moment that they leave, everything feels like it's falling apart. It's because you and this person want to be with one another. And even in those quiet moments, that's when you're able to hear this person's thoughts. They could be telepathically communicating to you. Astro traveling for some of you. This is somebody that's really trying to also increase their spirituality in order to come forward and be on your level, because you have a lot of wisdom. That's why this person kept going back and forth also with what you were saying, because whatever you were communicating to them, it made logical, or it made sense with the heart, but it also, like, they were struggling if it made logical sense with their day-to-day. That's why if this person lied to you about playing games, or if this person wasn't completely honest about who they are, they do want to come in and ask for forgiveness here. And I feel like they want to ask for forgiveness because they really do love you. That's why. So, but again, I think that this person is also really worried about speaking up. Because the thing about blue also, dolphins may be very significant. Lilies and poppies, blueberries. Your throat chakra, octopus can also be significant. Jellyfish. There's something very significant here where this person needed to speak their truth to you, whatever that truth is. And I feel like this person didn't. I think that they got really in their head. And I also feel like this person didn't want to let you go because they really did love you. But I also feel like this person's logic got the best of them. Or there's something here about the way that this person was thinking about things, that the way that they were thinking about it, it just didn't make sense. Like I said, they were really locked in their head here. For some of you, this person could have been going to jail or worried about jail, or they could do things that maybe aren't necessarily on the up and up. So, or this is just somebody really in their head about what action to take, because this is somebody that feels very confined by their thoughts. This is somebody that's sitting there and they're too busy watching and they're observing how you are somebody that naturally can obtain or naturally or organically draw in or manifest energy, manifest abundance, whatever is going on here without doing any type of negativity. It just comes easy to you. For some of you, farm to fresh may be very significant. You could be in a restaurant, have a restaurant, work in a restaurant. Sorry about that, Zola. I just kicked the garbage can. We just kicked Little Ugly to the curb. We just kicked the trash, right? This weirdo with the third eye. It's like somebody was really trying to control how this person felt and how this person thought about you. And there's something here with your energy where, again, see, I keep getting pretending to be a good person. It's a snake hiding in sugar. Somebody could be a life path of a snake. But your person was really, really worried if you were really genuine. Or because I feel like they did have some type of negativity that they were connected to, whether that's an entity, whether that's spell work, whether that's a person, whether that's just like energy. Your person was really worried, or there could have been somebody around your person that was pretending to have their best whatever at heart, and they didn't. It's like they were waiting to strike here, and they were definitely hiding, pretending to be good. That's why I feel like with whatever you're doing, if you're praying for this person, And praying in the sense of, I pray that you find the light. I pray you find happiness. I pray you have a level of illumination. I pray you have the strength to follow the path that God has illuminated for you. Whatever your prayers are for this person, it's breaking a lot of negative, evil soul ties, agreements. For some of you, this person could even oddly be in some type of weird, like, coven or secret group. But everybody is watching you organically do things. For some of you, you may have even been in a fog for a couple of months. That's breaking down just organically. There's something about the way that you do things. You also could have met this person at the grocery store, or maybe you work at a grocery store. Area 51. I don't know why, but I just get people are observing you, how you are naturally, and people are very shocked because it's very natural to you. Again, I keep getting that somebody is trying to control this energy though. For some of you, there definitely was somebody here, this guy over here. Okay, I'm going to put this down here. I don't really want to talk negatively about it, but there was definitely somebody here that was either trying to destroy or assassinate your character, you as a person, you as a mother or a father, you as an owner, you even in your own right, if you have money, if you don't have money, your family. There was somebody here that was very, very jealous of the way that you were doing things. This could also be why this person wasn't completely honest, because there was somebody here behind the scenes, whether on your end or your person's end, that was manipulating energy. But you're healing. Because you have the Three of Swords here, but it's the Three of Swords of the heart, and it's healing, and it's coming into this Queen of Pentacles energy, because this is something that's natural for you. It's like if you're a thief and somebody dangles easy money, normally a thief is going to take the easy money. But if you're a good person and somebody's dangling something in front of you, you're going to say, not today, Satan. Goodbye. I don't want that. I don't care, right? So it's something about you passing a test that was sent to destroy you, but also it's because you have a very pure energy. This is an energy where this person, because they weren't as open, or because this person they weren't opening up. It's something here where you had to be your own hero. You had to do things your own way. I'm going to try to put this down so I don't get demonetized. And that's because you're the magician. There's something very special here about your ability to transmute energy. What you may or may not realize is also that this person viewed you as their best friend. You and your best friend are soul allies, walking this path as mirrors and protect one another. There's another thing here about your energy being very protective. I also feel too with the You're Made of Stardust epic Tina Marie, embrace your cosmic energy. Your middle name could be Marie, your first name could be Marie, that there's something about you being the one that this person wants to be with. This person is watching you. They're watching the way that you're doing things, and they definitely want to reach out to you because now you have the King of Pentacles and you also have the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, you could be a biracial couple, or there could be an age difference possibly. This is somebody that is really stepping up into their own. Whatever was sent, for some of you, there was some weird like spell work sent because we do have the enemy attacks. You could have been just extra tired because there was this vampire warning. For some of you, you even could have been very sick possibly, but guess what? Because of your energy, you were able to ground it. I'm also getting that this vampire energy, they're really worried right now. They're extremely worried. They're very, very anxious because I also feel like whatever they've done, it's broken their heart because it's something about you being very straightforward, having this strength of God, which is very powerful. It's physical, it's mental, it's spiritual, but what it does is it leads and it defends with honor. Whatever this person, whatever was sent towards you, whether it's negative energy, lies, manipulation, stalking, watching, whatever it may be, the thing about it is you and this person are meant to be with one another. You're the divine masculine or the divine feminine to this other person. That's why you guys have a greater purpose here. But I also feel like your person, they had to wake up. They were being insecure. For some of them, they were a little player. Okay, they didn't know what to do. Do I go right? Do I go left? Do I, go down the center? Do I eat a Big Mac? Like, this person had no idea what they were doing, where they were going. There was also a lot of jealous people. This jealousy could have been you were just over here minding your business, doing you, being your happy self. Like, hey, look at me. Hey, me happy is better than me angry, right? So here you are just living your best life, but you have people around you that were very jealous, and that jealousy is an ugly trait. And for some of you, you may have not even realized it until everything kind of came crashing down. Because you really grounded yourself here. There's something here. Tomatoes may be significant. You were open for these changes. That's why the good gets better. I also feel like, too, this is something where you're one with your true self. Your energy may bother people right now, but that's okay. Because what you don't realize is your energy right now is the Wheel of Fortune. But again, as the deck splits, it's the Wheel of Fortune of jealousy too. So as above, so below. It's kind of how I like to define it. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I feel like today's reading is pretty interesting. I am going to be more consistent, by the way. I apologize. Sometimes I just needed a little break. Okay. With that being said, please make sure you like the video, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, check out our manifestation candles. You buy a candle and you also get a free bath salt for whatever candle you're grabbing. All that info will be on the website, spiritualinfusion1111.com. All right, so let's see. So what do we need to understand? Because obviously for some of you, it's funny, snake energy, dog energy. There's somebody here I also feel like that is being very protective of some area. Somebody could smell like blood in the water, so they think that they're coming into a situation, but in reality, they don't know who they're dealing with. You could be this energy where because your energy is like super stellar or not of this world, this person thinks that they're doing something. Little do they know, it's just, if you're somebody that is truly a light worker, you transmute negative into positive. So if someone is sending you super negative energy, what you do is, boom, all of a sudden you have this ball of happiness, this ball of money, this ball of something. This person is just making you stronger, I feel like, which is why somebody's beginning to understand you're the chosen one. You're made of stardust, 333. You could be a life path 3. You could be a life path 33. You could be a life path 6. Sixth sense. Yeah, look, communication, another 3. You could even live in a house that is a 3. There's something here about there being a level of honesty and a level of truth that's coming here. This can be communication about a past energy, a past action, or even about children or family. I also feel like for some of you, you may be interested in traveling or communication about travel. There's something here about your person really wanting to open up the communication and begin to talk like you guys used to every day. This person misses you, but they also feel like you could be in an energy right now where you're relatively cold. I don't want to say heartless, but they feel like you're in an energy where it's no BS. But to be honest, that That could be because you were over there trying to pretend like you were Pee-wee's Playhouse, trying to like, you know, have fun and play the game. And then all of a sudden you had to bust out and be Mr. Rogers. I mean, I don't really know here, but it's like this person is now understanding the significance of you every day. This could even be the communication that you make them feel better. 418 can be significant. We fix our eyes on what is seen, but what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. This person needs to tell you that they love you. This person needs to tell you the truth. This person needs to tell you why they were quiet, why they feel brokenhearted, why they feel so sad, because it's like they feel that they've lost you and they feel that there is no peace until they're able to have some type of conversation or have some type of communication. Again, with the 3. Do you see what I'm saying? 418. This could be 9-4. This could be 4. You could be a life path 4. But this is something in this person's head that's created a level of restriction. And it's restricted the communication about friends. It's restricted the communication about being emotionally intelligent. This is also this person really wanting to get off their chest what they've been hiding, which is, I'm telling you, it's their emotions. Somebody here wants to have a reunion and they want to show you that their intentions, whatever their intentions are, that they are pure towards you. This is somebody that feels like they may have an emotional outburst here. This may be very emotional to the point where you may even be caught off guard by how emotional this person is. But again, I also feel like this is coming in as divine intervention. Like this person, sorry if you guys hear my dog snoring. But it's like this person, for whatever the reason is, it's like they've seen something, and whatever they've seen, whatever they've heard, it's like everything is happening at the right time. It's like this communication. Why is it divine intervention of the communication coming in? You could be angry at them, or maybe they're upset and angry at you. Mars and Leo, somebody let their ego get the best of them. And I feel like there needs to, it's the perfect time to communicate why things fell apart, why everything was perfect and now it's not. There's also something here over a fight. It could be a physical fight. It could be a metaphorical fight. It could be boxing. It could be UFC. It could be whatever. They could want to communicate about taking you to see that. They could also want to communicate, or they may want to communicate what the obstacles were that were causing the fights and the drama. Because what do we need to understand about this 5 of Wands? Yeah, see, this is also, if this person had you in a third-party situation, that's why God's over here saying you better tell them the truth about what's really going on with why you were mixing. This could be somebody that has substance issues, alcohol, substances, gambling, drinking, whatever. It could also be somebody that kept going back and forth between you and somebody else. This is also this person wanting to come in and have a conversation about balancing out certain things that you may or may not know. With this Hierophant energy here, Taurus, you have Sagittarius, you also have Leo. This person knows that their ego got the best of them. This person knows that they were meant to say something to you, but they held back due to their ego or due to them being anxious on what action to take towards you. I also feel like with this person though, they've been working really, really hard to balance out certain things in their life that maybe weren't the greatest. Things that maybe they didn't want you to see. This is definitely, it's like almost like a surf and turf, right? I don't know why. Maybe you get surf and turf. Maybe your person gets surf and turf. I'm not sure. But it was about this person needing to balance something out in order to have this confession. It is a confession that's coming in here. This confession, it should include an apology. It also, with the Psalms 23, 423 can be significant. 3 can be significant. 324, 323 can be significant. 5. There's certain issues in the past that maybe you and this person had that created a lot of resistance or created turbulence in your connection. You've been patiently waiting for this person to transform that energy. Part of the problem was this person had a difficult time giving and receiving love. That's why it felt like there's no way possible that this is the right time or that you're making the right decision, because I see you very confused about what choice or what decision to make. And it's because this person was holding back what they were planning. For a lot of them, they were fighting the connection because it was too intense. This is also somebody that if they wanted to be with you, they had to break either a contract, a soul contract, a physical contract, an agreement between two people, or some type of official connection. They had to break that in order to be with you. I feel like in the process, the more that this person tried to double down with the way that they used to do things, the harder that their life has gotten. Because what's coming in here is like this person is also very worried that God is getting ready to give you a new love. This person is very worried. That's why they feel like they have to come in and make it right. In particular, if they're the ones that caused this argument, this reading is for somebody where you and this person aren't seeing eye to eye, or there's a weird energy, or you had a disagreement. Because it's like this person is going back and forth with whether or not to say they're sorry. Whether or not to give you the wisdom of what you don't know. What's crazy is for some of you, if this person tells you what you don't know, what's in the dark, you're going to feel bad for your person, but also bad for yourself. Like, oh, that makes sense. Right? For others of you, I think you're going to be irritated because this person just wasn't honest, but it's not that they were honest because they were trying to hustle you or honest because they were trying to manipulate you. I just think this person genuinely didn't know what they wanted or how to handle your energy. It's like you could play the lotto and you want to win, but that doesn't mean you win. If you win, now what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of energy. It's also your philosophy, the way that you think, the way that you've created these seismic changes with inside of this person that they can no longer go back to the way that they used to do things. I also feel like with your person, they had to walk away from something that was holding them back, and that's judgment. There was some type of major moment here where either there was an ending or the way that your person was thinking. Look, I'm going to get these cards out, okay? There was judgment here on an ending to a philosophy. So your person could have had a certain way of thinking about things. This could have been even culturally. It could be the fact that, okay, I can't marry you because you're different. You're of a different culture. Or it could be, I can't marry you because I'm already married. Or I can't get a divorce because this is my culture. Or in my culture, we do X, Y, or Z. Or just this person's philosophy or their personal beliefs. There was an ending to that. Because whatever they were believing, it was an outdated perception or an outdated viewpoint on a relationship, right? It was something of the past that this person could have been very confused about. That's why they were going back and forth. Do I do the new way of doing it or do I do the past way? I'm in love with the collective, but also being with the collective, it will break what I know. It will break my past. It will break certain control. I will lose control. Will I have control? It's like your person keeps going back and forth with exactly what to do and how to do it. That's part of the reason why they're panicking right now. All right, let's get into the extended. I'm really excited. If you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys want to grab this deck that I'm using, it's by Cosmic Royal Family. The Junkie 1 and the Junkie 2 deck. I love her decks. They're so funny and they're so creative. So definitely check that out. All right, so hold on. So they want me to start with something different. They want me to start with one of, nope, not one of those. Right on. Hold on, bear with me. Okay. All right, we're going to start with some of these. What message do you have for the collective when it comes to the extended? What messages? How do we need to start this off? How do we need to, what do we need to understand? I always allow other people's opinions to manipulate and control how I felt about you. That was my mistake. See, that's also something. All I ask is for you to have mercy on me. I didn't know any better. Okay, so do you see what I'm saying? It's like your person received advice, or there was people around your person that maybe had their own way of dealing with things. Okay, we're not going to immediately say that this other energy is horrible. They may be horrible, right? Like, it could be a 50-50 split. However, the way that you were doing things, it went against this person's perception. So that's why they're saying, I hope you have mercy on me. I didn't know any better. I was just listening to those who I trusted, okay? What is this person's energy just in general? What is their energy? What is this person, the collective's person? What is their overall energy just in general? Okay, in a very protective state. They're definitely in a state where they're also being protected. What is the external energy around them? What's the overall external energy around this person? Okay, somebody's waiting for money. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, there's either a lack of communication, a lack of conversation here. I see that this devil is waiting. Somebody's waiting for money or something. Let's keep going. What is changing? What's changing? What's changing with this person that the collective doesn't see? Okay, the Emperor. Okay, I like this. You want to know why? First of all, look at the red and the green. Your person is getting more in control of who they are. This external energy around them, there's either they're not speaking to them or they're vice versa, yeah? And with your person, they're very protective right now over who's communicating, who's conversating with you or with them. And it's because this person is acknowledging that they made a mistake. All of this is going to be available on the extended. The extended is going to be available on the website. The link for that will be in the comments section. You click it. Takes you straight to the website where you guys can purchase it. Check your spam, and if for whatever reason it doesn't come through, just shoot me an email and we'll send it right over to you. But this is great. If this is a deep dive into exactly what's going on with your person right now. There's a lot of change that's happening. In particular, how is this person changing? They're changing into the Emperor. They're about to take control or take responsibility for something. This Emperor also has something in their hand. So somebody could be getting ready to communicate something that they've been planning. Okay, so let's keep going. What is this person fixated on? What's the collective's person? What are they fixated on right now? Strength. They're hella focused on you. Very focused. They want to know what you're doing, who you're doing it with. Are you theirs? This is somebody that's in a very possessive energy. They want to be next to you, in front of you. Okay. Let's keep going. What is the perception of this person when the collective? What's their perception? Okay, hold on. Okay, it's the Hangman in reverse. There's something about you where it's funny. I think that this person always felt like the way you thought it was very different, but now it's something where they're seeing your philosophy. Let's keep going. What does the collective need to know that they don't see? What do they need to know that they don't see? There's a major change coming. There's a major change when it comes to this person's roots or when it comes to your root. Moving physically, mentally, financially, there's something major coming in here, okay? And what action is this person planning? What action are they planning towards the collective? What can the collective expect? The Magician. Ooh. They're definitely working on something when it comes to you. The fact that the root is being uplifted, the fact that the Hangman is in reverse, everything that you know right now of your relationship, it's getting ready to change. I do think that that's why this sense of communication, it may be very important to this person to kind of come up and get off their chest what they need to. But this is key, man. Because it's about this person really feeling like, I feel like they're also keeping people away from them. Okay, let's keep going. All right, with that being said, this is your reading. I do want to show you guys our beautiful manifestation candles. You can see the 2 hearts inside. They melt together as one. Your 6 roses with all of your beautiful crystals. Make sure you guys pick your scent. And then it also comes with your manifestation bath salt for free right now. These are great if you're manifesting. We have an abundance one as well as serenity and protection. Please feel free to check those out. If you want to buy a card deck or anything else, all that information will be in the description. And with that being said, I love you guys. Thank you for all of your love and support. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Those of you guys that are coming over to the extended Let's Roll, click on the link in the comment section below and it will take you right to the extended. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.